Yo people, before we start today's episode, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors for this season, Watchbox UK. Based down in Hatton Gardens, they're leading the way in supplying you with the best prices for buying, selling and sourcing top of the range watches and high quality jewels. Head over to their Instagram, the link will be in the bio, and make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Please enjoy the episode. Yes people, I'm back with another episode of On The Duty, and today I've got a player who has been unfairly labelled as bad boy in football, Saido Berahino. What's happening, bro?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
Man, all good, man. I was speaking to my boys earlier, another African-born player. It's good to see like myself.
Yeah.
How much of Burundi do you remember?
A lot, really. Obviously, being born there and leaving at a young age. Yeah, man, it's still part of me. I mean, at home we speak Swahili. We don't speak English, so I still speak Swahili to my mom and my sisters.
Better.
So yeah, the culture's still in me.
Nah, sick. I should call my dad. He'll have a good conversation with you.
Yeah.
He only speaks to me in Swahili when he's pissed off. But apart from that, he's all good, man. I speak Luganda, so I'm from Uganda.
Yeah.
I came here when I was 6 months, nearly a year.
Yeah.
So I've basically been here my whole life. But I go back a lot.
Okay.
You came over here to flee the war. How much of that did it affect you? Because obviously you lost your dad as well.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't lose my dad in the war. He was sick.
Oh, okay.
So I was about 4 years old. But my mom left me with a friend back home. And when I came here, I was like 9. Didn't speak a word of English. So you can imagine how that went down. But yeah, man, I still remember a lot about it. I don't think what happened back home affected me a lot because that's what I was used to. I grew up in that. So
Yeah.
that's all I knew. But I still love my country, man. Still love it.
So when you knew, let's say war torn, it was like rough. So when you come here, it was like a breath of fresh air, no?
Yeah, but it was also scary at the same time. I mean, first of all was the weather. I had to deal with that. I think it was the first time I ever wore a coat in my life coming over here. Yeah, new things, like stupidest thing was the escalator. I couldn't understand that. So yeah, growing up, not seeing all of that, and then obviously moving over here and then being exposed to all of that, it was different, man. It was different. It was a bit scary, but it was different.
Yeah. Obviously not speaking English. How did you get by? Because I remember when I was young, my dad tells me this and laughs. All they spoke was Luganda at home, innit? So I'm going out playing out with the kids. I can't speak English. I'm just chatting away in Luganda. And like some kids are like trying to slap me and all of that. So I'm coming home crying. So that was my early childhood.
Yeah.
So what about you? You're 10, so you're got like boys you're around or the kids you're around like actually understand a bit of life. So how did you get by?
I got by smiling a lot. I think every question was asked or anything that was spoken to me, I just laughed back. Not laughed, but smiled back. And I think being able to kick a ball, it helped me pick up on, like, have friends and have some sort of relationship with other people. So football helped me a lot to just fit in, really. Good thing about my primary school, I had my own tutor. So because I couldn't speak the language, I had a tutor that could speak French because I can speak French also. Decent. So I'll have to sit in the back of the class and then she'll explain to me in French and I'll reply back and got on that way. And it took me about 6 months really to start understanding.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Sick. Fast learner then, yeah?
Yeah, it was quite quick, to be fair. I was surprised with myself. But when me and my mum were both sitting in the house, I had to watch EastEnders and not understanding a word.
If it was now, you could just switch your language to French.
Exactly. I think that helped as well. That helped.
Nah, sick, man. So you're just learning mad slang.
Mad slang. And I grew up in a tough area, so English wasn't really well spoken. So I picked up all the slang words and all the patwa.
Yeah. Yeah, you lot's accent's mad up here, man.
Yeah.
Hearing all the builders talking, all of that. But anyway, how long did it take before you saw your mum again? Because obviously you said she left you with a friend. So
she left me, and about a year or two, then we met in London.
Sick,
so
sick.
She was living in London with my older sister.
Oh, sick.
And then she got a house over here. So when I came down, the story is mad.
Wait, did she call you to come down? Did you know she was down here?
Yeah, she sent for me to come up.
Sick.
But when I got here, I couldn't find her. So we couldn't find her, so we had to go to the police. And then the guy at the police like explained the story to the police, and they thought he was joking. They were like, "What are you talking about? Like, do you mean you've come over here and you can't find the person that you're looking for?" So luckily I had my mom's number on my jacket and her name, her full name. And they tried to call the number, couldn't get to her. So they put me in a foster care home for like 4 months.
Wait.
Or 5 months.
You've gone to look for your mum and they just...
Police, yeah. And they're just like, "We can't find your mum, so we'll keep searching.
Wow.
But because you ain't got nowhere to stay, go to this foster home." So I was there for like 4 or 5 months. And then after a month, we found my mum. And the police were like, "Well, we can't just hand you over. We have to do blood tests, DNA. So we did all of that, did the DNA thing and the blood test. Came back as she was my mom. And they still wanted to know how my mom left a young child and sent him to come and meet.
Was you by yourself when you come down?
No, I was with a guy.
Okay, cool.
But he left after the police got involved. He just left me. And then so we did the blood test, did the DNA test, clarified that my mom was actually my mom. Still at this foster home, it was a beautiful Jamaican family. Like they looked after me really well. And then so after 4 or 5 months, me and my mom got to actually be together for more than a day. So yeah.
That was sick. And then what, she moved back up to...
Yeah, so we moved to Birmingham straight away.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
So how did you find out you was good at football? Because you've been here, what, 9, 10?
Yeah.
Now you're in secondary school.
Yeah.
Then you get signed by West Brom. What happened in between that to get signed?
So I came over here, I was in year 6. And in year 6, I used to play for my school team. We used to do 7-a-side or 8-a-side, I can't remember what it was. And from then I could see the reaction from other kids, like I was playing in that. And I was enjoying it. And then when I went to secondary school, I signed up for my school team, and then I signed up for Sunday League. And I think in the Sunday League, I scored like 15 goals in like 6 games or something stupid like that. And then West Brom came calling, and I didn't have a clue who West Brom was.
Sorry about that. Did you know Prem teams? Obviously, you know, like Man United.
Yeah,
like
just the Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea. And then when West Brom came, and I was like, who's West Brom? Like, didn't have a freaking clue. So I went to trials. I was there for 6 weeks. Me and the other guy from the same Sunday League. I remember after the 6th week went by, they told me they was going to sign me, and I didn't have a clue what that meant. So explaining to my mom that I can't speak English, it was a mad one. So when I told her I'm going to sign, she thought I'm going to sign and go away and do madness. And then that obviously I signed, and then I was getting picked up not every night, like twice a week to go train with the kids, blah, blah, play the game, which was lovely. And as I grew older, I understood who West Brom was.
All right, cool. Where did the love of football come from? Was you playing a lot of matches in Burundi, or was it just like a kickabout with like the local kids?
It was from Africa. So like my whole family supported one of the biggest club in Burundi.
Okay.
And then I used to always go watch them every Saturday. And my mom, my sisters, everyone, my nan, they all just loved football. So I just grew up around that and seeing the African Cup, World Cup.
Yeah.
So I just loved it. But the first time I actually played 11-a-side was here.
Oh, okay.
So back home, it was just like, whatever,
like
6-a-side.
The football that's made out of bags and...
plastic bags. I used to make a lot of them.
I see a lot of kids play. I just go shop, buy them a ball.
Yeah.
Just let them shine on, man. It's good, man. So when you're going training and you're seeing all the facilities and that, are you thinking like, wow? Because obviously back in Burundi, you're playing on like dirt and stuff, and in school facilities aren't that great.
Yeah.
So when you go in West Brom, is it like, okay, this helps me?
Yeah, 100%. I understood straight away that it was another level. It was more professional. All the kids were coming down with their parents in nice cars and stuff. And I understood then that this was serious. my mum was told me, or used to tell me all the time, like, go there and just give your best. Like, this is like your school, your other school. You're not really good at school, so take this on serious. So I used to go there with a big grin on my face, and I just used to love it. And West Brom taught me a lot, man. Taught me how to be a man, actually. So
That's it.
I loved every minute of it.
See, as you're going through the ranks at West Brom,
Yeah.
does your mum understand what's going on, or she just thinks you're just going to play football?
We both didn't understand. We both didn't understand. From under 12, it took me maybe 2 years to understand. So from under 12 to under 14s, I had a manager called Mark Harrison, and he actually opened up my eyes and made me understand what being a footballer is about. Because he used to pick me up and drop me home. Because we used to train in the evening, so I used to get the bus sometimes.
Okay.
I'll get on the bus and go to training and blah blah blah. So he made me understand what football is about, and I fell in love more with the game because of him. So yeah.
And it's a local team. So when you're like in your area, in your tracksuit and like, the kids that come up to you like, oh my God, you play for West Brom. Da, 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 da. Did you get all of that?
I used to get it a lot in school. In school, I used to get away with murder because my head of school supported West Brom.
Okay.
She had season tickets and a box. So if I ever got in trouble, I'll go in the office and she'd like sit down and just be on your phone and she would do work. So I used to get away with murder. But when it really picked up is when I got called up for under 16s for England. What's it called? Something Shield. Victoria Shield or something like that. It's a cup that I think is Scotland, England, and somebody else.
Okay.
We play a little tournament and they play on Sky Sports.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, we won it. So after that, that's when
Victory Shield.
Victory Shield, that's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, Victory Shield, yeah. That's the one. After that, it was just like,
You're a celeb at school.
basically. Picked up.
Out of the clubs you've played for,
Yeah.
kind of jumping a bit,
Yeah.
or been on trial out, or what you've gone to see, which club has the best facilities? Because I love watching the behind the scenes stuff. I say it so much on the pod. So I just want to know which club or which training ground has the best facilities.
Of course, like England, I'll say St. George's was like different level. But West Brom, West Brom really
decent,
had West Brom had good facilities. We had like indoor training camp.
What, grass in there?
No.
Oh, 3G.
3G,
Okay,
yeah. But it was like the size of Wembley.
Okay.
So they went off that. But yeah, West Brom had a nice facilities. I remember when we got our pool in there, hot and cold, jacuzzi. It was really nice, and they've told me it's changed a bit now. It's even better now.
Okay.
So yeah, West Brom. I'll say West Brom. Stoke was there and about.
You can't even go back there for a visit, man.
For real.
So obviously you grew up in Birmingham, and I've spoke to Lescott about this. Like, Birmingham's notorious. Like, you got gangs, so how did you stay out of it? Was it just, did you understand all of that? Or was it just you knew, but I'm going to stay playing football?
I mean, my friends were doing it. Friends were there and about. I remember the day I turned my back to being hanging around corners, shop and stuff like that. We got searched one random day. Me and my friends, like 5 of us, we got just searched by the police. It was nice and hot. And my friends had like massive jackets on, like just, that look.
Yeah.
And I got searched, and I remember like walking back home, and I'm thinking to myself, if my mom found out, that would be the end of me. She'd probably send me back home and that, like in Burundi.
I remember.
So my friends used to come knock on my door, and then if my mom answers, my mom be like, he's not here. And then I'm like, nah.
Because your mom knew that.
Yeah, they were doing that. And I was just like, nah, I can't do it anymore. I used to see them smoking and stuff like that. So that put me off because I didn't smoke or anything like that.
That's mad.
So I turned my back to them and just just focus on football.
I remember the first time police come to my house, I had a fight outside of the school. I didn't go to. And when the police come, they didn't come to my house. They came, I was chilling outside my block.
Yeah.
And they came and was like, oh, we're looking for so-and-so. And I was like, nah, he's not here. Then I went round the corner and spoke to them. It was like, yeah, here, come to this police station. I was so shocked. I told my dad. So my dad come with me and he was like, you're just sitting there, not understanding. Then I had to go court. So I told my mum. She cried and thought I was going to prison for a fight. I was like, nah, chill out, man. It's not even like that. It's not like that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you get your pro.
Yeah.
You know what football is. You're now a pro footballer. Kid come from Burundi in year 6, now playing for one of the biggest clubs in Birmingham.
Mhm.
I want to know what your mum's saying. Can she speak English at this point?
Yeah, she can understand. She can understand it. My mom's first request was your first payment, make sure you give it me first.
All of it.
All of it.
Swear.
And the her second request was get us out of Aston. So we had to negotiate somehow with the club to find me another place to live because my mum didn't want me to stay in Aston.
Yeah.
So the club help us find a place to rent, and we moved from West Brom to West Bromwich. From Aston, sorry, to West Bromwich. Yeah.
Decent. Nice house?
Yeah, it was nice. 3-bedroom. It was all right. I was paying it at 17, so it was all right. Yeah. So first year pro was not a lot. It was well documented actually. I remember when I played against Arsenal and Man United. I scored my first Premier League goal
Against Arsenal, yeah? Or Man United? Man United, wasn't it?
I scored against Arsenal first in a cup. Then that same week I played Man United. I scored my first Premier League goal.
Better.
I was on £8.50 a month, and they put it on the newspaper.
£850 a month.
Yeah.
And you're paying all the rent in the house as well.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So yeah, they made a big double page. This player just on £8.50 a month, blah blah blah.
Have you still got that?
No, I don't keep papers, man. They burn me a lot. So I keep them. But yeah, so my mum was just like, look, you're on £8.50. What is this?
Mumsy didn't know what you was on.
She did, but she was like, look, you play Premier League £8.50. She was like proper gunning me. So I had to tell my agent, like, come on, man. Like, I've played 3 games now.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
Scored in 2. Yeah, surely.
Exactly. So yeah, we went in and negotiated, man, and went from that to a massive jump, bro. Massive
Go
jump.
on. You know what I say?
So I went from £8.50 to 15 a week. So yeah, it was a big jump, man. It was a nice jump.
Mumsy can't talk nothing then, boy.
Moved out straight away, got a new house. Then got a house and it was nice, man.
Did you ever think you would be a Prem footballer?
No. Not. I always thought I was going to be a professional, but I just didn't know what level. Because I loved the game so much.
Yeah.
Prior for me making my Premier League debut, I was already playing at Northampton League 2. Then I went to Brentford League 1. Then I went to Championship, Peterborough. So I played all the leagues.
Yeah.
And I could handle it. So I thought,
Prem's like,
yeah, I was like, if I can't make it in a Premier League, surely these 3 other leagues I can play ball there. So yeah.
No, that's sick, man. You see, when you went on loan, so you went Northampton.
Yeah.
Obviously, West Brom, you're comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little 15 a week, comfy.
Yeah.
Then you go Northampton, and it's a different kettle of fish. Facilities ain't the best. Were you scared?
Mate, when I had to clean my own kit, I remember, bear in mind, I was there for 14 games and we lost all 14. I still scored 6 in 14. But I remember every Saturday afternoon, I'll be calling the academy manager at the time was Dan Ashworth. He works for England and I think Brighton now. So call him like, please, just send me back. I miss reserve football.
Serious?
Yeah. What? Imagine losing every Saturday you was losing. We were getting battered. Like, I was playing with Akifemwa.
Oh, okay. You can't move, innit?
Yeah, me and him were up front. So I was just like, no, I can't do this. Like, yo, man up, man. Like, we got to win this game. Otherwise, it's going to be a relegation thing. And I can't have my money getting caught out. Like,
is that what he said?
Yeah.
So for him, it's reality. You're just
I'm thinking, I'm looking at West Brom. Like, what is this? But he's like, no, come on, man. We need you. You're scoring all the goals. Come on, fix up. And then, yeah, man, I left after January. I was just like, no, I can't take it anymore.
Oh, you asked to go back?
Yeah. No, I went to Brentford. Brentford came for me in January. Because back then you can only do a month loan. Month, yeah. And then, yeah. So when Brentford came, I packed my stuff and I left.
So you played Brentford, Northampton, Peterborough, Brentford, Peterborough.
Yeah.
So is there a massive difference between the leagues, if you can remember?
Yeah, 100%. League 2 was shell it. I remember one training session we were working on throwings for 1 hour.
What?
So throw it to the midfielder. He hooks it. Striker on the channel for what hour? Eddie Bruford. I'll never forget this.
Wait, was he your gaffer at England? Was it
No.
Who's that?
I was done then. Yeah, he was at England though.
21s.
Yeah.
Is that him? Yeah. Okay.
We were doing throwings for an hour, bro. Like, I was thinking, what is this? 1 hour straight. I was like, nah, this is it. Northampton, I've got to go. And I left, bro.
You see, sorry, going back to washing your own kit, yeah. Did you know how to use? And this is a mad question. Do you know how to use a washing machine?
Because of course, man. I grew up on that really,
Oh,
so I know how to do that. Yeah.
So what was you thinking? What, they give you 2 pairs of kit?
2 pairs of kit, tracksuit, bag, and then get on with it.
What in your?
The worst one was lunchtime. So we had juice, right? If you came late, you had no juice because everyone finished it. So everyone would be rushing after training, like, and if you came with dirty kit, you get fined. So you had to shower before you.
Okay.
So I say, like if ever being the big guy, no one touches juice. So luckily I was friends with him.
Come on, it's prison, bro. Man said the rush for.
Yeah, man, you have to rush for juice, and it was squash, not even proper juice, bro. It was mixed with water, man. It's madness.
That is mad. All right, cool. The loans are done.
Yeah.
Was it Peterborough? West Brom called you back early?
No, I got injured at Peterborough.
Oh, you got injured?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about that. When you're getting injured, that's your first proper injury.
Yeah.
Did you think, that's it, I'm done?
Yeah, because, mate, I went to the doctors, right? And then the guy was like, I don't think you can be the same guy again, because it was my kneecap that
I swear now.
snapped. My kneecap was in 2 pieces, and the guy was like, I don't think you'll be able to play the same again. It's like, what? And I was just like, nah, no chance. Like, I haven't even played 50 games under my belt, and then this is what I'm getting told. But luckily the surgery went well. I came back, and I always say, like, being injured changed me. I became more professional, going to the gym, looking after my body in that way, like doing prehab and stuff like that. But before that, gym was like, me and gym were enemies. Never used to go to gym. I just relied on my natural talent.
Okay.
So when I got injured, that's when everything changed.
Did you have older pros telling you, obviously they saw potential in you? It's like, oh, you need to sort yourself out, do this, do that.
I always remember, like, that the preseason that allowed me to get into the first team, all the senior players used to always tell me, like, you're going to be like a surprise package in the Premier League. Like, make sure you stay fit, you're doing well, you came back sharper, So that gave me a belief, and I always thought, like, okay, I got a chance now. And luckily the manager called me and he was like, right, you're not going on loan. This is it. This is your squad number.
Better. So you got your space in the changing room.
Everything, yeah. That's when everything changed, man.
That's gas me still. That's gas me. Did you, like, prepare well? Like, so in London we have these training camps in this, like, loads of pros come down, and then just get fit there, and then they go back as if they've been training throughout this, like, they're still in season. Did you have stuff like that up here?
Yeah, 100%. I had personal trainer, so my first season I had personal trainer. I went on holiday. I didn't even go on holiday. What am I talking about? Actually, I did. I went to Punta Cana, DR.
Okay.
And I was meant to be in the England squad, but I didn't get called up. They had a World Cup under 20s or something. Didn't get called up. So I took this personal trainer, like, this probably been in prison or something. Like, we used to do mad drills, bro. Remember, I went there and I lost like 5 kilos after 3 weeks, bro. It was killing me. Bike rides, everything.
That's what you need, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So I went back sharp and lean, and then everyone couldn't believe, like, the player that came back.
Better.
So I think that put me in a better chance to be in the first team.
What's your thoughts on Steve Clarke?
Love him. He's my guy. Like, he's who made me, really. He gave me a chance. Never used to speak to me, but somehow we got a good understanding. You know what I mean? Yeah. We just got on really well. Like, he used to give me some advice, weird ones. Like, he never used to speak. Like, you walking down the corridor and he comes up, he would just walk past you.
We say, you're right, Gaffer.
And he just walked. I walking, like, don't know, he's like, his whole, the way he carried himself was like proper, like, you couldn't read him.
Okay.
But coaching wise, it was brilliant for me. Yeah.
Sick. You started on flames that season, though, innit?
Yeah.
Is that when you scored a hat-trick first game?
Yeah, in a cup game.
Still got the ball?
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
You see, after that, yeah, are you thinking, I've got to be the main striker now?
Nah,
What? You're humble.
I've got Shane Long ahead of me.
Oh, okay,
I've
okay.
Was Anelka was in building.
He was aging, mate. Yeah, he's Big Nick.
Yeah, but he was there. They had another Swedish guy, Scott Sinclair. We played 4-3-3, so I was never going to play as a number 9.
Okay.
Steve Clark told me that from the get-go. He's like, you're not big enough, you're not strong enough, so I'll put you on the left or right. Just play in the pockets. Yeah, so I think when I started believing in myself, like, right, I'm going to be the main guy here. When I was, December come, I was like top scorer in the team. And I finished with 9 goals. So we were that bad.
Yeah, West Brom was always that.
Yeah, so we were fighting relegation. And yeah, I remember I scored in both two crucial games against Newcastle, 85th minute pen. We ain't 1 in 10. No one wants to take the penalty at home.
Oh,
I mean,
at the Hawthorn.
Yeah, I mean, 85th minute, got Anelka on the pitch, Chris Brunt, James Morrison, all the great players.
Yeah.
Got the penalty and everyone just like walking to the ref. I'm looking at the ball. No one's grabbed the ball. So I was like, forget this. I just picked up the ball and I scored. And against West Ham, 1-0 as well.
Decent. See, going back to the hat-trick, yeah?
Yeah.
First hat-trick as a West Brom player. I know you went out after. 100%.
I didn't.
Don't lie, man. Don't lie.
It was a midweek game.
So? What?
We had training next day.
Oh, we had training next day. Bro, in London, was it Tuesday nights, Saturday nights? Central is heaving with football.
I did that later on in my career when I was comfy. Not on 80-50, bro.
When the 15 hit, though, he was outside.
Yeah, it was.
Hold on. Speaking of
I had a membership in here, bro.
Is it serious?
Yeah.
We'll give this a shout out later anyway.
Yeah.
What you charged with drink driving? A few times.
Multiple times.
Like, okay, let's talk about the first time. If you remember.
First time was in London. I was at Brentford.
Doing a madness on loan?
Nah, not even. So Thursday night, I went to Westfield with my boy and had a few drinks. We just had like a few drinks, did shopping and that, a few drinks, and I was living in a hotel. On a drive back, petrol station, I'm going to get water for my room. So I'm in the whatever, he's blasting music.
Who?
In the passenger seat, my boy, yeah. And I think the policeman was just putting petrol. So as I walked back, got in the car, knocked on my window, was like, can you step out, turn that music down? And I was like, for what? He's like, I'm just going to check your whatever. As I was speaking to him, got on, he's like, oh, you play for Brentford. I remember seeing this guy. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm really if I can smell alcohol on your breath. And then that was it, boom, boom. Right there.
A couple of cheeky drinks, got you done.
Done. And I was over two or three.
Oh, two units, yeah?
Yeah.
Or two, whatever it is.
2-3 units over.
I swear down.
Yeah, just gave me a fine and they didn't ban me, they just gave me a fine, that was it. My second one, I went to watch Real Madrid against Liverpool. And I was
at Anfield, what?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I was in the box.
With your agent?
No, with my boys.
Wait, were you by it yourself or?
No.
Gift?
No. Somebody had the box.
Okay.
So my boy knew this guy that had the box, and then we got invited down. And I got done because I had drinks at the thing, but I was speeding back home because I trained the next day. So cruise control, don't want to say the limit.
Yeah, don't say.
It was probably in the papers anyway. I think that was one thing they put down. Cruise control, I went past undercover and then he pulled me over and then breathalyzed me. And then, yeah, that's what happened. And the third time was obviously in London when I got robbed.
See, that's unlucky though.
Massively unlucky. And I got a hefty fine for that. I had to fight and not pay for it.
So you lost all your goods.
So I got robbed. Got 2-year ban. 85,000 fine. 85,000, bro, imagine. For driving, you know, I didn't even drive. I went from the crime scene to turn left. 30 yards, bro. The officer said that. In the CCTV, we seen him driving for 30 yards after being robbed.
And they slapped you 85K.
85K, which I fought for and I won the case, and I
Right.
paid 10k. Still 10k.
But lump sum or little drips.
Little
and
drop. Let's give me them £100, £100 here.
But you was on 15. I'm only asking because you was on 15, and
No, I lost my job, so I was in Belgium when this happened.
oh, this is recent. Isn't
Yeah,
it? Oh,
yeah,
snap.
yeah.
Sorry, could you say them all together? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. So anyway, don't ever get banned. It's the worst thing ever. Like, it hurt me. The 2-year one, that proper killed me.
So how'd you get around? Boy driving or get a driver?
Luckily, I was in Belgium.
Oh, okay. So
I wasn't driving before I get in trouble. But you know what I mean. Yeah.
I hear that. Alright, back to West Brom. Who leaked the video of you doing balloons?
Some twat on my Snapchat. I don't know if I'm allowed to say
they
that.
screen recorded it.
100%. The amount of people that sold stories on me, by the way, was ridiculous. So I remember when I was at Stoke, I spoke to the Sun, the director at the Sun.
Yeah.
My agent actually spoke to them, and they said, we have so much stories on Saido. He's got the worst crew we've ever, he's got the worst
Bunch of
friends we've ever experienced in a while.
And
Every time he goes out, we know who he is, we know what he's wearing, we know what he's doing.
Shut up.
Mom's life. And Fem, my agent, he can vouch for this.
That's cool. Let me ask something. Are you looking after, obviously, he's on good money. Are you looking after your friends? I know, I'm not saying taking them shopping and buying and stuff, but they're not paying when you go out.
No.
They may wear some of your clothes and stuff like that. So they look decent. They're driving your cars and stuff. Do you know why they done it? Or why they were doing it?
I think it was the girls that was doing it.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, because my circle was really small. Was 3 of us.
Okay.
3 friends, and I was it. And I know for sure they wouldn't have done it. But I think the girls that I was probably involved with sold stories.
Man.
Yeah, sold stories. A lot of stories.
See, when the balloon thing happened, because obviously people frown on it, and there's a lot of things that happen to people that overdo it. Did you think your career was over when it leaked?
Not over, because a few footballers were caught up in it.
Yeah.
But I had to apologise, and West Brom made it really clear that I shouldn't do things like that. They kind of explained the situation. And to be fair to West Brom, they've always had my back in things like that. So I respect them for that.
All right, let's skip forward a couple of years.
Yeah.
When things become frosty with West Brom. I've read that they cancelled contract talks because you've been a naughty boy. I don't know what you're doing, but apparently your lifestyle changed and your attitude changed and all of this.
No. In West Brom, I never had a problem off field. All the problems started where I wanted to go to Tottenham because everybody want to better themselves in their position. And West Brom actually offered me the highest paid player at West Brom.
How old are you then?
23, 22.
Highest paid at West Brom?
Yeah. Highest paid at West Brom because our keeper was at the time, Ben Foster. And they offered me a better contract. And I just said, no, I just want to leave. Which backfired. But that's why I wanted out, because me and Jeremy didn't get on. I remember the way he spoke to my mom, and I just didn't like it.
He was that the chairman?
Yeah, the chairman at the time was, your son's not going anywhere. But I got to find out this later, because he was selling the club. He valued the club at a certain value.
Yeah.
With you there? Yeah, with me there. So if I've left, he would have took a lot of money off what he sold it for. So I didn't know this till later.
That's mad.
And bear in mind, they sold me with 6 months to go for 15 million to Stoke. I don't know why Stoke paid that much money.
They're laughing.
Of course they were.
I would have waited and got you on a free, innit?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I should have done that.
Yeah.
And got paid whatever. But they took 15 million. And I remember that phone call. I was at home chilling. Friday. It was a Friday. I remember it. In the house chilling, and then the guy just called me. He's like, yeah, we've accepted a bid, go to Stoke. I'm like, Stoke? It's like, yeah. Why? Can I not stay? He's like, no, you've got to go now. It's like, fuck. So
who's someone from the club rang you?
Yeah, Richard Garlick called me, and I just left. I was like, you know what, fresh start, let me go. Went there, signed the deal. First day, I knew I was in the wrong place. Somebody got a newspaper and took white sugar out and pour it all on my thing and pretend like I took, because there was rumors I was doing drugs and I got banned for drugs or whatever.
Oh yeah, and they didn't find anything, innit?
Yeah. So no, they banned me because I got spiked. It was upstairs actually.
In this what?
Yeah, they seen in the CCTV. So I got spiked and they said because you was out and you didn't.
What do you mean you got spiked? You're a footballer.
I got spiked.
What's going on here, bro?
I got spiked, bro. So I was done for eight weeks. Banned for 8 weeks. Investigated for 8 weeks. And yeah. So every drug test I got tested.
Yeah.
They said it was random. But
Oi, you come.
yeah. My name was first. So yeah, so the first day of training, I think it was Charlie Adams, took a newspaper, poured some sugar out, and he's like, "Welcome to the club, lad." And then that's when I thought, nah, it's gonna be a long 5 years because I signed
5-year deal.
Yeah.
God, you do get good contracts though.
Yeah.
Wait, you skipped a bit, yeah? You see, when West Brom are saying you can't go and all of this, what's your agent saying? Obviously, it's not
Handed
fair.
in transfer request.
Is that what you said, yeah?
Yeah, I handed a transfer request. I brought in my mom. I went stupidly on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
I did madness.
you done a Sky interview as well.
No.
You did, man. I've seen it.
After, not Drew or anything. After.
But you're nutty, you know.
I was young, man. I was young. That's why your father's really important in your kid's life.
I hear that.
I miss my father being there, or
But
a father figure.
even agents should be important because they should be saying,
Yeah, but when they have 300 more players.
yeah, but you're.
Now, at the time, who bought that deal to me was David Manassi, Stella Group.
Okay.
So he's got big players.
Yeah.
He's got Gareth Bale. So he had loads of players. So I was probably a little fish in the pond, you know what I mean?
That's mad. All right. When Spurs are bidding, obviously you've said that you bought your mum and that, but have they given you the numbers that they're going to be paying you? Is that why you really want to go? Or is it because it's Spurs? Because I don't think Spurs were that, obviously they've only been good the last few years.
I did. So before we even got to them bidding, I did the whole thing, behind the scenes thing. You know what I mean? Like visited the thing, training ground thing and everything. Did everything. Personal deal, everything. Sorted. All was left is the clubs to agree and I'm done.
Yeah.
That's what was left.
Is that what happens all the time, or is it you just done that?
I don't know what happens with everybody else, but I'm sure if you're gonna sign a player, you're gonna do background check on him, and you know what I mean, the player's personal whatever. I'm sure like players are getting tapped in left, right, centre. Wow. So I did the whole shebang.
So you was ready?
So I was ready,
looked
bro.
At yards,
I looked at everything. Yard. They were sending me links of yards and that where I could stay. And I was thinking, yeah, I'm gone.
You see, when it's all not happening, you're not going, you feel like you're stuck there. Do you feel, is it triggering in your mental health?
100%. I was depressed, man. Like, I remember after that season ended, like David Manassi said, right, where do you want to go? Because they were rejecting. So he was like, right, you need to go on holiday. And I'm thinking, holiday? Let me go to America. He's like, no, not that type of holiday. I want you far away. I was like, all right, take me to Thailand. I don't know. I was watching Hangover, I think, while he was calling me. He's like, you need to go on holiday. He was like, where do you want to go? I said, Thailand. So we went to Thailand, freaking far, 16 hours or something like that. Had the best time ever. Class. Yeah, he put us in business class. There was 3 of us. Gave us a nice villa by the beach and everything. Came back late, 2 weeks late for pre-season. West Brom calling me left. I said, where are you? This, that, and the other. I'm like, I'm in Thailand. He's like, what? What do you mean? Training? You're meant to be here for training. And I'm not, my head's not right. I'm not coming back. Then I remember Richard Garlick was like, right, you need to come back now. But 2 weeks later, I came back. Manager didn't really care at the time. He's just like, we understand your situation. And if I was you, get the most money you can. It's Tony Pulis at the time.
As he said,
yeah, get the best deal for you and your family. Look after yourself. And then, yeah, West Brom tried everything. They came to my house, tried to convince me. I wasn't having it. They tried everything. I should have listened.
But you didn't.
Yeah.
So out of Spurs, I read Spurs, Newcastle, Palace, and Stoke. Is it Tottenham you really wanted to go to?
Yeah.
Nah, London, you would have done a madness in London, boy.
That's why I didn't sign Palace.
Oh,
I met
serious?
Alan Pardew, and I just didn't get a nice vibe from him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we met and we spoke. I don't want to say this on camera, but that's it.
Oh,
We
we'll
spoke
talk
and
after.
yeah, we spoke and everything. I just thought to myself, nah, I can't go London. I can't go London. My mum was totally against London.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, she was like, you London every Saturday in London anyway, so you can't go. So I didn't.
You see, when you were banned, were you allowed to train?
Banned from.
When the drug test?
Yeah, I was still training.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was still training.
With the first team or the kids?
Yeah, first team, I was still training, but because I was investigated, so it wasn't a serious matter. And then obviously they found like I was actually spiked, so
Okay, cool.
so I moved on.
You didn't have the best of time at Stoke, not scoring for like 2 years and that.
Yeah.
Are you doubting yourself as a footballer? Or are you like, it's going to come, Are you positive?
I was not positive. I was doubting myself to the point where Stoke got me a psychologist.
Serious?
So he was coming to my house and he was promising me like everything was like, you know what I mean?
Confidential,
Like, confidential. No one will know about it. And some of the senior players will be talking about it at the training ground.
Shut up.
Mum's life. So I remember one time I told the club, like, look, you're taking a piss now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm bringing this guy in my private life and he's talking about my life. At the time, my house was getting redecorated. Like, these are like doing it inside, doing it nicely. And the guy went back and said I was having parties because there was loads of people in and out, like breaking walls. I swear to God, no lie. So I'm thinking to myself, nah, these people trying to actually fuck me up. So I was like, right, I'm going to be a rebel now. So whatever they say, I'm going to go against it.
Is that why Paul Lambert put you in the 23s?
Yeah. So I started doing my time now. Like, everything's going to be at my clock. I'll come late every day. I'll piss them off till they let me go.
I'm going to say a stat, yeah. How did it feel scoring that after 913 days?
Weird.
That is mad, you know.
I didn't know where to run to. And the worst thing about it was that it was the worst goal that I've ever scored, probably. Hit the post and hit me and lobbed the keeper, went in. Didn't know what I was doing. All the players were buzzing, but in my head I was thinking, oh my God, what have I just done? Like, it's been this long.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was weird, man. It's like someone put a spell on. My mum was actually convinced someone actually put voodoo on me.
Serious?
Yeah, she was like, "No, we need to go to church. You need to start fasting and that."
No beef back home? All good?
No, I haven't been back.
Oh, you
then? Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it was mad, man. 2 years no goal. It was crazy.
All right, let me see, throughout all like you rebelling against Stoke and all the drink driving and stuff, do you think at your heights, your friends, I'm not saying anything bad against them, they're your boys, do you think they took your career seriously, or they just were happy that you was making good money?
Nah, they took it serious. It was just me being young and immature, not understanding where I stood in my field, not appreciating what I had. Nobody could get through my head at the time, apart from my mom, but she didn't see half of the stuff I was doing. So it was difficult for her to guide me. But my friends did, and some of them didn't speak to me. Some had fights.
Serious?
Talking about my close friends all have fights. They won't speak for me for 2 months, 3 months. I just wasn't listening. I think I've been through a lot of pain. My heart just went cold at the time.
That's mad. But everything's all good now.
Yeah. I'm a dad now. I can't afford to do that.
That's congrats. During all the fights and that, so you'll have an argument with one friend.
Mm-hmm.
Are the other ones trying to get you to squash it, or is it like just give you space? Are you that type of person? Because with me, when my head's gone, leave me alone.
Yeah, I was missing, man. I was going missing for a few days. Club didn't know where I was. Family wasn't know. Yeah, because I was that depressed where I would just check myself in a hotel and that's me.
Or out of Birmingham, or just like
anywhere, bro. Could be services, could be anywhere.
Serious?
Yeah.
What, hood up, mask, like hood up?
Hood up, go in there, just sit down, turn my phone off. I've missed training, I've missed games. Yeah, man.
That's mad. Is that the pressures of being the big man at home, in your friendship groups, even at clubs, because your name was ringing bells. Like you was one of the up and coming players. Is that because of all the pressure? Like you couldn't deal with it, or?
I think it was the pressure from being the man of the house at 17. When I'm having, so my youngest sister's 10 years older than me. So picture this: she's 27, I'm 17. Right now, she's nearly 40. I'm 29. She's the youngest, so the oldest one is like in her 40s. They were looking to me for answers in their marriage, financially, kids' advice, and all of that. So when I've had that pressure, and then I've got football, then I've got the media, the paparazzi come to my house and camping for 3 days and writing left, right, centre stories
Girls
about me.
as well.
Girls, my ex-fiance, but she's my missus now.
Yeah.
Problems after problems. So it was like I had nowhere to rest. The only time I can switch off was when I go missing. No one knows where I am.
That's mad.
And I just sleep for days.
So it just all built up.
Built up until I exploded. It exploded towards the end. That's one of the reasons why I left England as well to go Belgium.
No, I hear that, man. I hear that. Like some people just watch and think you're on good money, you shouldn't have any problems. But you, at the end of the day, you're a human, innit? Like you're a person. So these things do affect you, man. But listen, you've done well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I saw something, my boy put it in the group chat and he told me to ask you. Someone, I don't know if I should say his name, but he recorded you coming into a game in your tracksuit the day before.
Oh, that's stupid, man. That's Zuma. So what happened was I had a player appearance, and your player appearance you have to wear a tracksuit.
Okay.
So obviously I've been told prior to this that I got player appearance this day, blah blah. It was not even a Friday. It was like a Wednesday or Thursday. So it was a couple of days before. And him being stupid on his Snapchat with his friend, he's like, look at this guy trying to, So it was all silly. It was a joke. It was jokes.
He's been really stupid on his Snap, to be fair.
Yeah, it was jokes.
Fucking hell.
That's why he's got a famous chant now, isn't it?
Yeah.
About his cat.
We'll just leave him out of that. You see, when you're all right, cool. Stoke doesn't end well. Your contract gets terminated.
Yeah.
Who's the first person you ring?
Mum.
What'd you talk to her about?
So before it got terminated, this is what happened, right?
Go on.
So I was in London. The robbery happened. I got robbed, and then
sorry. Let's talk about the robbery.
Okay.
I was going to talk about it later, but you mentioned it. Let's talk about the robbery.
Right. So it was a random day. I finished training. Me and my niece, my ex, we went down to London, and my niece's boyfriend went out, whatever. And the following day, I had a game, but it was reserved. So I thought, well, I'll go, come back in the night, whatever. Went to VQ, and I just seen loads of Somalians come out the smallest car ever, like a Ford. I think it was a Ford something. Just coming and they're like, they're like, yo, Berahino, this is not Birmingham anymore, what you doing here? They just came rushing, and one had like a knife, gun.
Swear down. And
I'm trying to open the door and close it, but they've grabbed it and just like shitting in. They've opened my ex's side, my niece's side, went in their bags, were taking. I was like, if I stay here, we'll probably get stabbed. Yeah. So me and my niece's boyfriend start running, we were legging it. And I had them, them Alexander McQueen's, like, they've got the biggest soul ever. So I'm running, but I'm heavy as hell. So the boss came and scared me because the boss was coming. I just tripped and falling right in front of the boss. The boss man stopped. And they like just took all my watches, my chains, and just left. And I got in a car, drove 30 yards, stopped. Bear in mind, I had a black top and it's all ripped.
Yeah.
Like scars here, everywhere. I thought I got stabbed, but it wasn't a stab. It was just from dropping on the concrete. And then
it's childish, but yeah.
Then this is how messed up it gets. I'm at the police station, right? It's 5 a.m. 8 a.m. Daily Mail writes, footballer has been arrested for drink driving. My agent trying to call me, but I'm in a cell. So people, like obviously the police have leaked it to Daily Mail. I was there at 5. 8 a.m. is out.
No way.
and didn't mention anything about robbery or nothing. They just said police officers stopped a footballer drink driving at 5 or whatever, blah 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 blah. So Stoke got this.
Wow.
So I'm driving back, trying to go to the game the next day, and West Brom's like, "Don't come. We need to investigate what's happened. Why are you in London? Why are you drinking? Can't drink 2 days before a game, 40 hours." So from that moment on, I didn't train with any West Brom players, Stoke players. So I was put into reserve changing room.
Serious? What?
Yeah.
Completely moved?
Completely moved. A month later, I wasn't getting paid. So they said, right, we're looking to sack you, so we have to investigate. So from April till October, that's when I got my back pay and they paid me out my contract. So from April till October in Belgium, I wasn't getting no pay or nothing. So then in May, that's when I got convicted for 2 years. Couldn't drive for 2 years, banned for 2 years, sorry. I got the hefty fine. And then Stoke just said, right, yeah, you're guilty. Boom, 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 boom. Get out the club. That's what it was.
We're 3 years left.
Their grounds of them, banning me was multiple lateness, not turn up punctuality, not turning up on time, and not turn up for training. And what else was it? Being in the press a lot of times, tarnishing their name, and also the drink driving.
So you see, when all of this is happening,
yeah,
no clubs is looking to touch you, innit?
100%. I had clubs call my agent and say, look, we know he's in London every weekend. We know he's doing this. We know he's doing that. We know he's in the press. How are we going to manage him? What can we do to help? And then my agent's like, no, he's not. He's actually not doing all of this craziness. The media's making it bigger than what it seems. He's like, okay, but he's just been arrested for drink driving, this, that, and the other. And when my agent comes back to me, I'm like, why are we fighting a losing battle? And just get me out of here. Don't take me too far from UK. Just get me out of here. So I left.
Because even like players, like Glenn Johnson come out, was like telling people don't sign him and all that.
Childish.
Proper. Like, you're a big man. You've had your career. Like, people make mistakes, innit? Like, especially in his time. People were out drinking before games, after, and still playing.
The worst thing about it all, he sat next to me in the change room.
Swear down.
Mum's life.
So
he sat next to me.
He was all good with you in the change room?
Never spoke to me.
Oh, he never spoke to you?
No, he's always on the phone. Like, he thinks does properties and stuff like that. So he was well busy, man. But his agent was David Manasseh. And me and David Manasseh had problems. So he's had David Manasseh since he was 16. And I know for a fact David Manasseh influenced him to come out and say what he had to say. And David Manasseh trying to sue me because I got sacked from Stoke. So I know David Manasseh was behind it. But I wish him all the best.
Gangster thing. That's mad. All right, cool. I know you touched on England.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the 21s, because your team was...
A joke.
Was it unbeaten for how long? Was it
2 years?
2 years?
Yeah. 2 years. Didn't break sweat. Playing against other nations. The funniest one was San Marino. I'll never forget.
Yeah, but they're woofing boys though, isn't it?
Oh my God. We turned up at San Marino and I was like, what am I doing, bro? It was really good, man. We had Gareth Southgate as our manager at the time, Steve Holland, assistant. We had everything, bro. Everything.
You know, I was like, the future, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I think the problem, you know, like when you had the Rooneys and all of that, it's egos, innit? And not even egos, it's like they're north, south.
Yeah, the rivalry.
Beef, innit?
Yeah.
And then you lot were just...
We were kids.
We were just trying to kick ball, innit?
Yeah. We were kids back then. And I think most of us didn't realise how talented we was until you look back now. I mean, our team, bro, everyone in our team now probably plays for England or in the Premier League.
Mad, innit?
Back then, yeah.
Do you see that? Do you feel like when you see players you was ahead of, who's better than in England and still playing now, and they're like playing, do you feel like, wow, like what could I have been?
No, because everyone's got their own journey.
Better.
I think at the time, people was always asking me this, Harry Kane, man, you was ahead of Harry Kane. I'm like, bro, Harry Kane was the coldest striker I've played with.
Serious?
Yeah.
To be fair,
finishing wise, from the age of 17, like under 17s, 18, 19s, 20. He was clinical.
Serious.
He was like chubby, couldn't really move, wasn't really fast. But the way he finished, I knew he was like,
He was a finisher though.
Yeah, but he was left foot, right foot. He's the cleanest striker, finishing wise, I swear,
Serious.
I've played with ever. Till this day.
Do you know what's mad, yeah? It just popped into my head. There's a clip, you know, when England under 21 do the filming thing, there's a finishing drill. There's a finishing drill you've done. I think Jack Butland's in goal.
Oh, yeah.
And you've dinked him and you go, you don't go for them ones. I said that to my boy because he had a keeper called Butland. His nickname was Bundy and he kept saying it to him as well.
Yeah.
It's a little catchphrase, my boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they were the days, man. Good days.
Nah, sick, man. How about when you went into the senior team?
Weird. Weirdest transition ever. Because at the time, Rooney, Rooney, Lampard, Gerrard, Ashley Cole, they all were playing. So I remember dinner time, right? So Sterling was there, Ross Barkley, Chamberlain, all the young players.
Yeah.
So all the young players would sit like over there. All the senior players would sit like here. And as soon as they finish, you don't see them. You only see them at training pitch.
Oh, what? Go back.
So you're just like boom, boom. Not even hell. I don't even think I even spoke to Rooney or Lampard or Gerrard. I don't think I spoke to them. But what killed it was, man, we had meetings after meetings. You know, Gary Neville, how busy he is on Sky Sports, bro. Some of us used to miss the meetings. We were sleeping or napping.
Serious?
Yeah, they don't call you. They just leave you to because they know it's too much meetings.
Yeah,
We had like 6 meetings a day.
Talking about what though?
Positioning, this, that, and the other. Like Gary just be long.
What, Gary Neville's leading them?
Yeah, because we used to do units like strikers.
Okay, yeah.
So he had us, and it was like, oh my god, we had Roy as well. Like, it just used to be long. And then I remember we had Scotland away, and then we had Slovenia at home. So after the Scotland game, Roy says, right, everyone that's married can bring your wives to the hotel, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, Roy Hodgson, yeah.
So I've never had this, like, you're in camp and you're allowed to bring...
Yeah.
So I won't name names, but a few of the young boys went overboard.
Swear down.
So I'm thinking, whoa, what is this? I was like, nah, this is too much, bro. Yeah, it was good for the eyes, but boy.
You stayed away from it, yeah?
Yeah, I couldn't, because it's my first time in it. It's my first time. I've never kicked a ball for seniors.
You're kind of labelled as a bad boy as well, so you can't even...
Yeah, so I was like, nah, I'm not. I thought it was a test or something when he was saying it. I mean, like, shit went down, bro. It's in 2v3s and that. Like, nah, bro. I was like, I'm not doing this.
Oh, these skis nutty, boy.
I'm not doing this, bro.
That's mad. Oi, people watching, don't even get ideas and start writing names in the comments.
No.
But England or Burundi? Kind of stupid question, but...
What do you mean, playing for them? Or country-wise? Living?
Like playing for them, not living. To be fair, I'd go back home, to be fair.
Burundi.
I forgot all of that.
Burundi.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Easily. I love it there, bro. It's like my place, man. I'm actually looking to retire there.
Better. I'm on all of that as well.
Yeah, I'm looking to retire there.
How did it feel when you stepped out with the Burundi shirt on?
Heavy, bro. It's heavy. I remember first qualifiers game, we were playing against Gabon, Aubameyang, and we're in a change room, right? And all the players are like shit scared, bro.
What, with Aubameyang, yeah?
Yeah, bro, because they had Lemina or something.
Yeah.
So like, man, are going toilet back and forth and just like not staying still. Like, and I was like, boy, it's a football game, relax. So we drew that game 1-1. And I think that was my first game. After that, everybody started believing. They're like, right. So we qualified, by bear in mind, didn't win one game. Well, we won 2 and drawn the rest.
Yeah.
And made, obviously, history. That was the first time we ever qualified for African Cup. And, bro, the whole country went on shutdown for 3 days. The president was like, no one's allowed to work for 3 days. So we didn't work for 3 days, like Monday to Wednesday. We just parties, everyone going mad. And that's when I felt the shirt getting heavier and heavier. Then they announced it like he has to be captain. Then I went to the African Cup and I was captain. We were there to make up the numbers, obviously, because couldn't score a goal. But it was brilliant, man. It was the best experience as a footballer ever.
I go back every year.
Yeah.
And just it's home, innit? Like,
It's different, man.
yeah,
When you have
man.
when you have somebody knocking on your door, like, what do you want for breakfast? What clothes should we wash today? You go petrol station. This is what got me. I went to a petrol station, right? Got out my car, about to put petrol. I was like, boss, what you doing? Get back in the car. Then they put petrol
they
for
put
you
it
and that.
into.
I'm like, rah, this is how you living now. I was like, it's good, man.
See, since I've been doing this, when I go back home, they think all you guests and footballers are my boys. So they're like, yeah, we watch these guys on TV. You're in their car. Bro. I'm just like, listen, I'm just trying to think, man. But, bruv, Africa's home, innit?
Yeah, 100%, man.
Has the country changed much since you were last there?
It hasn't developed, but the mindset has 100% changed a lot. Obviously, internet now, I think everybody's clocked in it, like what's going on back home and that. So yeah, people like moving differently. A lot of people from Europe that I was born in Burundi have gone back and built businesses and stuff like that.
That's
so
what I rate, man.
It's really good, man.
What about, do you know what I rate? Like, you're inspiring all the young kids from your village and that. Like, you've gone from where they were and made it to the heights.
Yeah.
So it can happen to anyone, innit? And I rate that, man.
100%. And what I like now, there's a route of players from Burundi that can sign Europe. So like we've had two years ago, there's a guy that signed from the league in Burundi into Turkey.
Okay.
And now he's playing for Besiktas.
Besiktas, yeah.
Istanbul, is it the Istanbul one?
I don't know, Turkish league.
That's what he's playing in.
Decent, man.
Yeah, he's playing with Ozil's with him, actually.
Fenerbahce.
Nah, he's moved now.
Okay.
So he's moved to another one, yeah. So he's moved now, Ozil. So there's a route there for young players to go and make a living. So, which I love.
You got a job there, man. Be a little agent.
Nah, no way. I will never be an agent, man.
What's it like playing in Belgium?
What's it like?
Yeah.
Football-wise, not the greatest. Lifestyle was brilliant, quiet. No paparazzi, none of that nonsense. You actually treat it as a human being than a footballer. I've seen my teammates were going uni and coming and training.
Sick.
You know what I mean? So it was normal life. Food was brilliant. Yeah, it was really nice, man. It was really nice.
What about players don't do like the nightlife culture and all of that? It's just football and just chill dinners and stuff like that.
They were more keen on football. And I mean, you earn all your money at Belgium, by the way, because they got you from like 8 a.m. till like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
So you were there for a long time. Yeah, you're there for like, we were having naps and that during sessions. So we have our own room where you can sleep.
Okay, sick.
So after 12, you go and sleep. You have to sleep and then you go and train again.
Nah, sick.
So yeah.
See your time away from England, did it make you appreciate the game again? Or do you still kind of have the same? Because I know you've been tarnished in it. Like, and you would fall out of love with the game. Has that helped you regain your love?
I don't think I can ever fall out with a game. I definitely turned my back towards the politics of the game, 100%. You get to see, anyway, as you get older, you get to see. A lot of people say the politics of the game, and they don't understand. But I got to understand it. I got to live it in it, and it's a numbers game, bro. Football's just a numbers game. Like your box, you're like a chocolate in a box. So fuck you. You know what I mean? Like when they're done with you, they just throw you away, bro. That's whatever Skepta said in his in his thing. But yeah, man, it's a numbers game. Like, just always make sure you're looking behind you and ahead of you, because somebody else wants to take that shirt from you.
100%. And nearly done. Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Because it seems like you enjoyed your time in Belgium.
Yeah.
You want to come back?
Of course, I wanted to come back because of my kids.
Okay.
And also I had an opportunity with Darren Moore where kind of pitched me the idea of coming back, trying to get back into the Championship. And I thought it was brilliant. It's not far from Birmingham. The club is a massive club. So I thought it was a great opportunity for me to come back, which I did. And obviously we didn't get promoted. We got knocked out in playoffs, but it was a good opportunity for me.
Still done well, innit?
Yeah, did all right. I think 9 goals in 30 something games.
Getting on though, innit? When you was like 17, 20, you would have scored like 30.
Nah, it's a tough league, man. Yo, people People think it's a joke. It was tough league,
What,
man.
League One?
Yo,
It's
caught me by surprise.
Saturday, Tuesday, isn't it?
Not even that. The game, like, bro. I don't know what they're feeding these 19-year-olds or 20-year-olds, but I was getting bullied, man. I had to get in the gym for like a couple of months, bro. Because I think when I gone back to Belgium, it was more running.
Yeah.
So I lost all my strength. I was getting thrown about. I was thinking, bro, that's not serious, bro. So I got in the gym, man.
Mad. So how you feeling now as a free agent?
Loving life, bro. When you wake up, you can see your kids. My son wakes me up. Sometimes make breakfast, sometimes stay in bed. Of course, I want to sign somewhere. Don't get it twisted. I would have loved to go back to West Brom, but that's not possible. But yeah, I'm just waiting for my opportunity. We've got a couple of weeks now till the window shuts. So hopefully sign somewhere and then take it from there.
You'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. And last question for me.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to ask this to everyone.
Okay.
What's the stupidest thing you ever bought?
Stupidest thing?
Okay.
Jesus. Apart from nightlife. Stupidest thing, jeez. Having 3 cars in the same time was really dumb.
Serious? Big cars?
Yeah.
Go on.
I had a Mercedes GTS, then an SVR Range Rover, then another Range Rover,
Cool.
which was dumb.
Petrol's like a bag for that, isn't it? For all of that, isn't it?
Yeah. One was collecting dust, because I never drove anywhere. I think, yeah, that's probably the stupidest thing. Another stupid thing that I did was I built a fire pit in my back garden, right? Which lasted 2 months. And after that, it looks like, it looks really bad. It looks really bad now. Took the had TV and that in there.
Serious?
Yeah, now it looks...
It's dusty, yeah?
Oh, man, you don't want to go in there.
Listen, show me off cam. Hey, Saido, thank you so much, bro.
No problem, man.
I love,
Nice
bro.
having me.